we're back. So let's talk downsizes versus right sizing.
That
Okay.
sounds kind of odd. What do you mean?
All right, here's the deal, guys. You may be in a 2,000 square foot house, but like David here, that has like 4 levels with 4 sets of steps, it may not be the right layout, but it may be the right
Ah,
size.
there you go.
So, is he going to be better to go to a similar size house, but is either a rambler or split level or has just 1 set of steps in it instead of 4? And that's where you have to see where your life is.
Well, that's where I'm at right now for sure. Because that 10,000 steps a day, I get easily just going up and down.
Yeah. I mean, for me, I didn't need a 5,000 square foot house anymore. It was great when my kids were growing up because we could all be in different parts of the house and not know anyone else was home. Sorry. I was a good mom, I swear. But everybody needs their privacy. And it's not like the house I grew up in that was 1,300 square feet with 2 boys, a girl, and my mom. We were on top of each other. Yeah. And those were days when you had the long telephone cord and you could take it into the laundry room and shut the little half bath door if you want to have a conversation nobody else could hear. But it was the only room in the house you could talk on the phone and not have everybody hear.
That makes me think about the picture of the rotary phone on the wall and asking today's kids, what is that?
Yeah.
They had no clue. If it doesn't fit in the palm of their hand or in their back pocket, or little earbud in their ear, they don't know what that is.
No, but
I think that's funny.
That was life in the 70s and 80s. But in all seriousness, just because you're going from what you thought was your forever home and isn't, because that forever home fit your life 20 years ago, 15 years ago, 8, whatever it is, to where you're going now with the lifestyle you want at this point. And honestly, I had some clients that they sold this little bitty house that they raised their kids on, but they wanted to go to a bigger house because they wanted to have room for their kids to come home and bring grandkids. And talk about the guilt trip about grandkids. My kids, no grandkids yet. No, not zilch. No guilt trip there. We do not want them yet. Sorry if you got them, but we there's some lifestyle changes that need to happen with a couple of our children before we go down that path. But and I appreciate that because, fun fact, when my in-laws downsized in 2002 to a 3-bedroom 2-bath house, every time my ex and I took the kids up there, somebody was sleeping on the floor. And I swore I wanted my kids to be able to come home and have room in my house with their children.
Mm-hmm.
So, it was tough.
Sure.
And there were times we considered just getting a hotel room. And I don't want my kids to have to do that. But that might be a different lifestyle for you. You might be looking at the house you have now and going, there's no room for grandkids to come visit.
Yep. Or in my case, there's too many stairs for grandkids to come visit.
Yeah, but they'll have fun sliding down that banister.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Until they hit the end.
Yep.
Yeah. And then, well, that's a whole nother conversation. But think about where your life is. And, for me, it was downsizing. For David, it's going to be rightsizing.
Yes.
To get to a floor plan that works better for his life versus just going to something smaller. And if you want smaller, that's fine. Welcome to my world.
Nope. I definitely want to spread out.
Yeah.
Left to right, front to back, not up and down.
Yes. And, and I think a lot of people that bought townhouses 10, 15 years ago are going to be looking at the same thing of maybe it's not, the house isn't too big, but it's just not the right layout.
Yeah. At the time I bought it, it was the right layout. The kids could each have their friends at a different level, and they didn't fight. And it was nice. Yeah. Now, it's me, and I don't need the levels.
No. So think about that. It's like, yeah, maybe it does work for you, maybe it doesn't. So next time we're going to cover power moves.
Ooh.
We'll see where that one goes. All right, bye.